Hello, this is Brush Prime, and today on Kaiju Thursday, we're not gonna do. This is a new one. This is another spin-off series. This is Battle of the American Dubs. That's right. Since next week is gonna be Thanksgiving, I prepare myself tonight's Thanksgiving lunch for me. If I get it from a box, if you're probably wondering. But as I'm gonna eat this delicious Thanksgiving dinner, this very nice Thanksgiving meal, you're gonna watch me from last night when I'm talking about the battle between two American reimaginings between Godzilla, reimagined Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956, featuring Raymond Burr, and the other is Gammera the Invincible. Stars a bunch of random actors. Yep, but hey, it also includes a scoreboard, so yeah. Now, on to the video! Me from last night. Round 1. The story changes. For King of the Monsters, 1956. This version of the Godzilla story has a little bit difference. One, they kept it as it's the same, but tell it in flashbacks to the perception of the Steve Martin character, and then translate it back to the ending of the movie, and that way we can see. But there are some scenes that were cut, but it doesn't matter because this is an American movie, so they can do that. Gammera the Invincible, on the other hand, it kept the story, but big differences. They added a bunch of American actors to it to make the story be different. Yeah. But anyway, both are really good, so yeah. For that purpose, we're giving the 1 point. I'm gonna say I may give 1 point to Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956 because it kept the story. It kept it. And I know it is a flashback, but it has kept it. The ending is still there. Gammera the Invincible does not have it. Doesn't have it. At all. So, yeah. Round 2. The dub itself. For King of the Monsters 1956, the dub itself is spotty. You heard the Japanese characters actually speak in Japanese, but when they asked to Steve Martin, they be speaking in English. Again, matter of fact, the whole Sarasara Amiko scene, that's entirely in English. Again, you hear some Japanese, but you hear English speaking whenever they talk to Steve Martin or something else, but mostly it's this Japanese character speaking to that and all that. But anyway, as for Gammera the Invincible, that movie is entirely in dub. Not one Japanese character speaking in Japanese, and some scenes were cut to apply to the American people, to adding the American actors, and also give it an international feel compared to King of Monsters. So yeah, which you want? A spotty dub or a full wholesome dub? I'm gonna say the whole wholesome dub. So yeah, Gammera the Invincible gets the point. And plus, it still have Toshi being a whiny kid, but at least he didn't think that his pet turtle turned to Gammera, just like the Japanese version. Round 3. The new characters added. This one's gonna be tough. By new characters, I mean American actors put into this Japanese-only movie. Yeah. And this is the perfect time to talk about the Raymond Burr character of Steve Martin. As you not know, Raymond Burr is a Canadian. And he's a proud member of the LGBTQ random letters community. And his involvement in this dub, this reimagining, is so different. You got him being so proud of this. His character of Steve Martin. This is way before the comedic actor by the same name was ever be part of it. So yeah, this is the real reason you want to watch the American dub. If you want to see Steve Martin, the character in action. And plus, he did appear in King of Monsters sequel, Godzilla 1985, which is actually a Americanized version of Godzilla, The Return of Godzilla. Gammera the Invincible, on the other hand, you got some recognizable actors you may know, but some of you Transformers fans and Master of the Universe fans or whatever recognize one, Alan Oppenheimer, best known to voiced this Skeleton Man. Also voiced a certain tank and a boat and a car and a jeep. He's only appearing in brief sequences, so yeah. There's still notable actors at here. The only notable actor you could see is Brian Donovan, who is best known as Dr. Quatermass, a character that I didn't heard of. Matter of fact, none of you never heard of, because it's I believe it's a sci-fi series where his character is a time traveler, which is really up in my alley. But yeah. Between this, you want to have an American version where the American actors are really different. matter of fact, the beginning, they dish the Dai's American actors with their own. They even added a person of color and a bunch of female actresses to appear to give it more ethno. Ethno is not the right word, but yeah, you get the point. For that scene. Compared to the American version, compared to the original Japanese version, where the American actors were thus there, this is what you think about. Again, this version of these characters were very, very weird. Again, yeah. And plus, you have a bunch of other actors in it, but yeah. For the point, I'm gonna give it to Kingdom Monsters 2019. Raw Kingdom Monsters 1956. Because of Raymond Burr. Because that actor really respects Godzilla. Really respect him. So that's the reason why it gets the point. But you never seen the other American actors appeared in another Gammera movie. Besides the point that all the Gammera movies have American actors in it. But yeah. That's the point. Round 4. Compared it to the Japanese version. The big one. Okay. This one is so big because for Godzilla Kingdom Monsters 1956, you compared it to Godzilla is night and day, because Godzilla is a masterpiece. I view this movie as a documentary. It's like, you're inside, this is a documentary about this event that happened with, this happened in Japan. In the possession of this character we didn't know was there. Again, back when VHSs were a thing and all that, this was the only version to see the original Godzilla. It's not until 2004 when they actually released Godzilla and makes people realize this is a masterpiece compared to this. Yep, this movie is so epic. Again, King of Monsters, it's just a retelling. That's why it was released in 1956 for a reason. Compared to Godzilla, who was released in 1954. A typical year. But yeah, Gammera the Giant Monster, on the other hand, compare it to Giant Monster Gammera. I'm sorry, but you can't compare that to Gammera the Giant Monster. That has a good, decent story. This dub is kept it as same, but yeah, this is, you can't compare it to the original Gammera. You have more American actors, yes, but let's face it. You kept the Japanese version, but you didn't keep all of it. For that reason, I'm giving the point to Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956 because of that particular reason, because it's more documentary than the original movie. Round 5 price. This one's gonna be tough because you gotta think about it. King of Monsters 1956 is bundled with Godzilla. Matter of fact, the recent version, you can get it in the Showa era book that Criteria released last year. Almost 2 years if you want to be more specific, but yeah, that version, it's good, it's alright, and it's pretty much very great. Again, there's other versions, there's the VHS version, but yeah. As for Gammera the Invincible, the only version you can get that is for, since this movie is strangely public domain, which is weird. I don't know if Rare or not is actually in the Gammera box set and this upcoming Showa era release from Arrow. But yeah, we kind of think about Gammera having, he has 2 dubs. Yeah. There's another thing. There's a second dub, often referred as the Sandy Freight dub. That is best known for introducing annoying kids as Kenny. But yeah, you know, none of them look like Kenny's. And that version is famously been mocked at and judged at by Mystery Science Theater 3000. This version of Godzilla, unlike Godzilla King of Monsters, those dubs are infamous. Compared to the original dubs, look, there was Gammera versus Barugan, Gammera versus Gauss, versus Viras, versus Gairon. They didn't make one for they made versus Shiger. They didn't make one for versus Zigra. Strangely, they made one for Gammera Super Monster. Again, Gammera's dubs were really great. Matter of fact, Gammera 2 has a redneck dub. I wish they made a redneck dub for GMK. Imagine the general sound like Larry the Cable Guy. Okay, sorry. But if you want to get this, again, the dub I got, you can get it from Amazon for digital only. If you get it on DVD, it's very different. But for the points, I'm gonna get the point to King of Monsters because it is really okay. You can get, it's available worldwide compared to this dubs. But yeah. With that, I believe King of the Monsters won this round. Don't you think? And that is it for the video. Yep. Godzilla King of Monsters 1956 won because there are reasons. And you already know about those reasons. Yeah. Versus Gammera the Invincible. So yeah. That is pretty much it. For this dub battle. But tune in next week when we are gonna, not next week because next Thursday, since 2020's been doing with, I've been doing all this year, nothing but Japanese monster movies. Since January for March I started Gammera. April through June I started watching Toho's non-Godzilla movies. Followed by October when, of course, July and August was that break I have. September was a unmade movies for Gammera. And I believe there were top 10s, but I don't know. Last month was Reborn Matra and H-Man and all that other stuff. This month was countdowns, and this video. But for next month, I give you a Christmas present for you guys. If you want to see an American movie featuring giant monsters that you don't understand, that are not Godzilla, or Kong, or Gammera, or Ultraman, or all the other monsters, featuring robots, fighting with robots, and have American actors, American and European actors, well, we got the movie series for you. That's right. We're going deep into the mist to the Pacific Ocean where we're gonna meet SpongeBob SquarePants. Wait, wrong franchise. I should say we should meet these robots fighting these giant monsters in the 2 Pacific Rim movies. That's right. We're taking a look at the first one. The one where everyone's saying they're gonna canceling the apocalypse. And that movie is set in 2020, we're reviewing it in 2020, which is gonna be the weirdest thing ever do. But yeah, Pacific Rim next Thursday, followed by a sequel on the following Thursday, and then we're capping it off with the best of the year. So yeah, yep. After that, no more Kaiju Thursday until January, because January having Ultraman. That's right, we're gonna do Ultraman, the entire Ultra series. And let's real quick gonna release some more. In that case, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this dub series. So yeah. Anyway, this is Bird Pro. See what's going on.